What happens after a disaster? The loved ones are trapped. We were tasked with finding a solution to help us navigate and save our loved ones by designing an all-terrain robot to support disaster relief. Came out with 4 designs. They were a tank, crawler, drone, and lastly an off-road vehicle. After that, we weighed the pros and cons of each design and chose the most appropriate design, which was the off-road vehicle. Although the off-road vehicle has complicated suspension and a maximum falling depth, it will still be able to drive over most bumpy roads and especially big debris.
This is the conceived idea, an autonomous vehicle capable of tackling all terrain and being adaptable to all situations. And this was the test bed to decide whether our design would be suitable. We started with researching for a suitable motor assembly that could connect the motor to the wheels. We thought that having 2 motors would be easier to control the vehicle, such that the front motor can be used as a brake. We also thought of tilting the assembly to create a sufficient travel for the custom suspension. The custom suspension will be an independent suspension system that allows each wheel to tackle obstacles individually in disaster-ridden terrains without falling. Purchasable platforms to accommodate the suspension and motors were expensive and would have burst our budget. Thus, we resorted to making every platform and connection using ice cream sticks and zip ties. We soon realized that our design would have been too complicated, and since it was to be fabricated, it would have required a lot of time and materials which we wanted to avoid. The tires seemed to be unable to even overcome the first obstacle, and our initial intentions of meeting the requirements for adaptability and off-road capability would have failed. And now, back to the drawing board.
A fine year of research helped us understand the need for a proper 4-wheel drive system for more grip and power to each wheel to overcome tougher obstacles. We took inspiration from the EG1311 rescue platform. We also found the possibility of using larger tires instead, as they seem to be able to tackle any obstacle, which could easily tackle the initial obstacle, as well as the need to overcome steep slopes like the second obstacle. Hence, we came up with this idea of mating larger tires with a full suspension 4-wheel drive train. This we found was feasible with the Tamiya 4-wheel chassis kit. To tackle new problems, we used new technology, airless tires that reduce maintenance costs and help increase the tire diameter.
OMG, why does it climb the ramp now? And why is it so difficult to program it to stop on time? Upon further analysis, we found that it was firstly an issue with getting the braking distance, as more speed meant being able to overcome the ramp, but not stopping in time. We had to experiment with multiple speed values and yet it was inconsistent. Secondly, the timing to hit it in 1 minute. We wanted to use a delay code but did not know how to program it. We replaced the motor for good measure to ensure at low speed and high torque, the vehicle will overcome the obstacle without having to increase its speed and increase the battery voltage. It still will not go up the slope and just stop right at the bottom of the slope.
So, at our most desperate hour, we played with the wheels by replacing them with smaller ones and surprisingly it worked.
Nani?
We met a few problems from the tires. Firstly, our tires were large and compressible, which made the translation of power to the ground tough. You can think of it as riding a bike with fully pumped wheels versus deflated wheels. So we made it smaller and less compressible, which worked.
Oh my god!
Meet Eric. Emergency. Rescue. Intelligent. Car.
The frame is highly adaptable. We envision attachment points to mount tools like a winch or snow scoop. Also, storage meant being able to carry simple medical supplies and rations for victims before authorities arrive.
It can also swim!
This product could possibly be the epitome of university life. Countless challenges that only seem to be solved with arduous research and help from our peers. We believe our product achieves all our objectives, as its frame is adaptable to the terrain posed by nature's wrath, is versatile enough to navigate its own path, and would be a delight to victims when spotted, as it means help is on the way and immediate aid could at least be administered. We are very pleased with the product we have created and hope that you have enjoyed our video as much as we have.
No animals or humans were harmed in the making of this video, only emotionally.